right, so good morning, everybody. First thing is our Zoom courtesy guidelines. So during the service, put yourself on mute. And this is a self-manager audio session. Maybe Miss Kimberly is also managing our audio to keep things in non-chaos status. But please share your video because we do want to be able to see you. That's kind of the whole purpose behind Zoom, okay? So everybody can hear me okay? Okay, and everybody can see the PowerPoint? So I just want to go over quickly today's service format. We're going to move fairly quickly through the service. It looks like a lot, but I'll try to talk fast anyway. So we're going to start with Kansho. We just did our welcome, and then Arturo is going to do the reading and Nembutsu. I'll lead us in the Vandana and Tisarana, the homage and three refuges. But while I'm chanting, I would hope that all of you are also chanting, even though you'll be on mute. And then is Evan on? Evan and Anne?
Yes, we are.
Okay, great. Thank you, Anne. So Evan, along with his mom, Anne, will join me in doing Gassho with Amida. So I'll do the first slide, Evan and Anne will do the second slide, and then I'll close with the third slide. I'll do a Dharma message, and then Finn is going to recite the golden chain. And then we're going to sing Namo Amida Butsu, and Mr. Robert has very kindly offered to accompany us on his guitar. And so while he and I'm going to guest Miss Sharon are playing the guitar and singing, we'll join them, although we'll be on mute, okay? And then Mateo is going to lead us in the recitation of Gomonshu's pledge. And then Miss Nancy is going to announce the March birthdays. And then we'll open up to announcements. I have some parting words, Nembutsu and Gassho, and then we'll break out to the classes, okay? Oops. So you'll have to forgive me while while the Kansho is sounding, take some deep breaths. You can close your eyes or keep them open, but take some deep breaths. Settle into your chairs. And then just listen to the Kansho and imagine that you're in the Hondo, a temple, and listening to the Kansho calling us all together. Okay, so take a deep breath. Breathe in, hold your breath for a second, and then breathe out. And while you're breathing, listen. Remember to breathe. Take those deep breaths in and release the breaths. When you release your breath, when you breathe out, make sure that your shoulders are relaxed. Thank you, everybody. Whoops. So I'm going to turn over the service to Arturo, who will do the reading and also lead us in recitation of the Nembutsu. Arturo?
May all and every one of us have happiness. May all and every one of us be free from suffering. May all and every one of us have peace and calm. May all and every one of us give and receive love. Gasho Namami Dabutsu. Namami Dabutsu. Namami Dabutsu.
Namandabits, namandabits. Thank you, Arturo. Okay, so I am going to chant the Vandana and Tisarana. And so as I'm chanting, you'll be on mute, but please join me. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Homage to him, the exalted one, the enlightened one, the supremely awakened one. Buddham saranam gacchami, Dhammam saranam gacchami, Sangham saranam gacchami. I go to the Buddha for guidance. I go to the Dharma for guidance. I go to the Sangha for guidance. Please join me in Gassho Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namanda Butsu. Namanda Butsu. Namanda Butsu. Okay, and now we'll do Gassho with Amida, and this is more of a gatha. It's written by a former bishop of ours, Reverend Tsuji, and he wrote this especially for Dharma school students, okay? Namo Amida Butsu. We recite Amida's name with deep joy and gratitude. We gassho with Amida. Trees and grasses and flowers grow in wondrous compassion. This light shines throughout the world. We gassho with Amida. Flowers bloom and flowers fall. From the seed sprout new flowers. This is the truth unchanging. We gassho with Amida. Springtime brings the happy birds. Their songs all praise Amida. We join them in Nembutsu. We gassho with Amida.
When we say the Nembutsu, Amida sings with us all. Our voices unite as one. We gassho with Amida. When we're lonely, we recite Namo Amida Butsu. Embraced by Amida's light, we gassho with Amida. Nembutsu in work and play, every day with Amida. Every moment filled with light, we gassho with Amida. Remember the golden chain, kindness to all living things. We will follow this teaching. We gasho with Amida.
In the clear, bright morning sun, in the fading light of day, in the darkness of the night, we gasho with Amida. Namo Amida Butsu. We live in this compassion. This great power guides our lives. We gasho with Amida. Please join me as we chant Ekoku. Ganni shiku doku. Byodo se isai. Dohon bodai shin ojo anrako. Please join me in Gasho. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namanda Butsu. Namanda Butsu. Namanda Butsu. Thank you, Evan and Anne. Okay, so I'm going to move on to the Dharma message. And I don't know if you remember, several weeks ago, I read you a story. It was about Esperanza, the little girl who tripped, and she was in a play and she felt so badly. And then she learned the lesson out of that was that she was reminded to be kind to herself, to be a friend to herself. So along those same lines, I have this book, and who loves Winnie the Pooh besides me? I love Winnie the Pooh, and all of Winnie the Pooh's friends. And so I found this book, A Walk in the Wood, and there was a chapter in this book that sort of follows on that theme that we learned with Esperanza. So this book is written by Dr. Joseph Parent and Nancy Parent. So I'm going to be toggling a little bit back and forth, but this is from chapter 4 of the book, and it starts with a poem. And I want to read this poem. This is called Kind-Hearted and Caring, this chapter. Friendship means acceptance without bias, that nothing in ourselves or in others is rejected. So it means unconditional acceptance. We can offer forgiveness and kindness regarding every situation as manageable. Then we can extend true caring, the wish that all beings be free from struggle, that they be happy and at their ease. And this is very much the Buddha's teaching, right? And it is the teaching, it's the Bodhisattva way. It's that we struggle with our sufferings. Everybody suffers, right? But we wish that everybody be free from suffering, right? And that they be happy and at their ease. So as I was reading this book, I'm going to just sort of paraphrase from the book itself. Winnie the Pooh, believe it or not, has a lot of mindfulness practice. And so in the first few chapters of the book, it walks us through, he has breathing exercises, he has mindfulness exercises. But after his mindfulness practice, he liked to do what he called his caring kindness practice. And so that's what this chapter is. It's to help remember and to strengthen Winnie the Pooh's intention to be kind to himself and to others. And the first thing he thought about in this chapter was, let's see, I'm going to change to the next page. Winnie the Pooh, this thought came to his mind. And he says, I'm a bear that may have very little brain, but I do have a very big heart. Piglet is my best friend, and best friends care about each other and are kind to each other. Since I want to be a good friend first, I need to be a friend to myself, remembering my good qualities, forgiving the not so good, and encouraging myself to be the best I can be. And this all falls within something that I'm learning as a Jodo Shinshu Buddhist, and that is to be my best authentic, my best real self. Okay, so I kind of like Winnie the Pooh because I think Winnie the Pooh is his thinking is pretty similar to what I think about Jodo Shinshu. And so Pooh, as this chapter goes, he remembered, that when he got distracted, he wasn't paying attention, and he remembered a conversation he had with his friend Owl. He was thinking Winnie the Pooh was thinking so much about honey that he didn't hear a word of what Owl was trying to tell him. I'm sorry, hold on just a sec. I have to just go answer the door. So, I'm sorry. When he realized what he was doing, he forgave himself and he said, okay, you know what? Rather than beat myself up about not being such a good friend, I'm going to do my best to be a better bear listener next time. So on the good side, he thought, I do think of my friends quite a bit. I'm glad when they're happy and I'm sad when they're not. I try to cheer them up and encourage them. Then he thought about the good qualities. Who is Winnie the Pooh's best friend? Piglet, right? Little Piglet. And everyone he cared about. And he thought, Piglet is very giving and loyal. And Kanga, Piglet's mother, is kind and nurturing. And Kanga is not Piglet's mom. Kanga is Rue's mom. And Rue is sweet and cheerful. And Pooh's friend Rabbit's clever and he works hard. And Owl, well, Owl is wise and helpful. What about Eeyore? Eeyore is polite and humble. And even Tigger, bouncy Tigger, is well-meaning and he's energetic. And of course, there's Christopher Robin, who has so many good qualities, the best of which is how much he loves Pooh. And Pooh imagined taking away all the unhappiness that any of his friends might be feeling and sending back to his friends all the happiness that they deserved. Finally, Pooh even included everyone he didn't know, but certainly would care about if he knew them. For all of them, he imagined taking and sending away happiness and unhappiness in the same way. And so after practicing a few minutes of taking unhappiness away and sending happiness, he established his intention to act this way all day by reciting his caring kindness poem. Okay, and so I'm gonna do that poem if I can. And that poem is very simple. That poem is, today I'll be the best friend I can be to everyone I see, including me. So can you read that together with me? Today I'll be the best friend I can be to everyone I see, including me. Very simple, but very wise words. And Winnie the Pooh knew that being kind himself would help to remind himself that he could be kind to others. And even if he didn't do things perfectly, he would accept his shortcomings and his weaknesses and forgive himself. And whenever he could, he imagined taking away any unhappiness from himself and others and extending this wish for happiness to all of his friends and all creatures, large and small. So then Winnie the Pooh thought, without an accepting and kind attitude toward ourselves, it's difficult to be caring and compassionate for others. So I want you to think about that. Without accepting and kind attitude towards ourselves first, it's difficult to be caring and compassionate for others. It's a very important Jodo Shinshu lesson. So I want to end my Dharma talk today by doing a little bit of caring kindness practice, first for yourself and then for others, okay? So sit comfortably in a good upright position, square your shoulders back because good posture makes it easier to breathe and also to pay attention. Gently close your eyes, okay? Relax your shoulders, let go of any tensions you might be feeling. Okay, and then I'm going to ask you to use your imagination. Imagine there's a beautiful, clear crystal in the center of your body, right by your heart. Okay? This crystal represents your Buddha nature, your pure, true nature. And say to yourself, my nature is goodness, and I deserve peace and happiness. Okay? So keep your eyes closed. Imagine that clear crystal. Okay? And then I want you to tune into any negative feelings at all that you might be feeling towards yourself, whether it's anger or sadness or shame, whatever it is. Focus that. And as you breathe in, imagine that all those negative emotions are gathered into that crystal and they're changed, they're transformed into beautiful peace and happiness, into a beautiful light. And as you breathe out, imagine that that crystal is radiating, is getting brighter, that peace and happiness throughout your being, okay? So all those negative emotions come into the crystal and they're changed into this beautiful sense of peace and happiness that you spread throughout your body. Okay, so try doing that practice every so often throughout the day. Okay, and then let's shift gears a little bit, close your eyes, and we're going to do this caring kindness practice for others. So as you breathe in, imagine that all the unhappiness of your friends, of your family, is gathering into the crystal at the center, at your heart center, okay? And that as that unhappiness is gathered into the crystal, that unhappiness changes into peace and joy. And as you breathe out, imagine that that crystal is spreading that beautiful light of peace and joy to all of your family and to all of your friends. Okay? And then as best as you can, expand your gathering in and spreading out to a wider circle of sentient beings, okay? Those that you know, those that you don't know. And then, as you conclude your caring kindness practice, I want you to recite this verse that Arturo opened our service with. And Arturo, can I ask you to read do the reading again for us, if you could unmute yourself?
So you want?
May all and every one of us have happiness. May all and every one of us be free from suffering. May all and every one of us have peace and calm. May all and every one of us give and receive love.
Please join us in Gassho. Namo Amida Butsu. 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 Thank you, Arturo. Oops. Okay, thank you very much, Arturo. Thank you, Dharma School friends, for listening. And I would leave you and ask you to practice that, what we just did, and be kind to yourselves, okay? And now we're going to switch gears and we're going to recite the golden chain. And this morning, Finn Seymour is going to lead us in recitation of the golden chain. So where is Finn?
I am a link in the Buddha's golden chain of love that stretches around the world. I must keep my link bright and strong. I will try to be kind and gentle to every living thing and protect who are weaker than myself. I will try to think pure and beautiful thoughts, to say pure and beautiful words, and to do pure and beautiful deeds, knowing that on what I do now depends not only on my happiness, but also that of others. May every link in the Buddhism golden chain of love become bright and strong. And may all the attain perfect peace. Attain.
Thank you, Finn. That was very nicely read. Please join us in Gassho. Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu. Okay, whoops. And now we're going to be able to sing a gatha, Namo Amida Butsu, and we're going to be accompanied by Mr. Robert on the guitar, and I'm assuming maybe Miss Sharon will help lead us in the singing. Or maybe Zoe and Ava.
Yes, please sing along with us. When life is fair and...
Sorry. Wait. Let me start again.
Sunlight gilds the day, when fortune smiles and flowers adorn our way. Oft let us pause with grateful hearts to say, Namo Amida Butsu. Into our way leads neath a darkened sky, and to our loved ones pain and death draw nigh. Our tears may flow, yet trustingly we cry, Namo Amida Butsu. When our life leads us to the other shore, and Buddha's light will see forevermore. In Butsu, our grateful heart shall soar. Namo Amida Butsu.
Thank you, Mr. Robert. Thank you, Miss Sharon. I always love singing. Whoops, wrong way. Okay, And now we're going to recite our pledge, and Mateo is going to lead us in recitation of Gomonchu's pledge.
Breaking out of my shell, I'll share a warm smile and speak gentle words, just like the kind Buddha. Not becoming lost in my greed, anger, and ignorance, I shall think and act with an open mind, just like the calm and peaceful Buddha. Not putting myself first, I'll share the joy and sadness of others, just like the compassionate Buddha. Realizing the gift of life I have received, I shall strive to live each day its fullest, like the Buddha who tirelessly works to liberate it all.
Okay, please join me in Gasho Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu. Thank you, Mateo. That was a very nicely read our pledge. Gomonchu would have been so proud. Okay, so next we're going to have Miss Nancy announce the March birthdays, and then we're all going to sing happy birthday, and Mr. Robert, I think, is going to accompany us, right, on the guitar? Super. So Miss Nancy.
Good morning, everybody. It's good to see everyone. This morning, I'd like to announce 2 March birthdays that I know of. One is Flynn Cheeks, whose birthday is March 23rd, and also Miss Ava Yamamoto, whose birthday is also March 23rd.
Oh, wow.
So I'm not sure, are there any other people that have birthdays in March?
Me.
Who's that?
This is Laverne.
Laverne.
Mine was Thursday, and then my mother's birthday is Wednesday, and she's going to be 101 years old.
Oh,
Yay.
wonderful. That's incredible. So thank you very much for sharing that.
It's also
and I hope you had a good birthday.
Sorry,
Paulina.
it's also Paulina's birthday on the 28th.
Oh, wow. We got lots of birthdays later this month.
Okay, I'm sorry I missed those. So if everyone could please join in singing happy birthday to our Dharma friends, and to all of you, we send our best wishes. And I'll turn it over to Mr. Robert.
Happy birthday
to you.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Dharma friends. Happy birthday to you.
And many more. Okay, I'm going to open it up now to announcements. Somebody, that's a kitty cat raised. Oh, that was a clap. Okay. Any announcements, Miss Lisa or Miss Sharon?
I have an announcement. For those of you who haven't had a chance to deliver your blanket back to the temple, if you would like to do that today, Miss Nancy will be there until 2 p.m. today. So you can just call her. I sent her email or her phone number, or text her and let her know when you're there, and she can collect it. Thank you.
Any other announcements? Okay. So this is how the Winnie the Pooh book ends. And so I just want to read this quickly. This is Winnie the Pooh's parting words. It's our hope that you enjoyed taking this walk in the woods with Winnie the Pooh and his friends today. May it offer you a path to deepen your understanding and appreciation for the preciousness of living in the here and now. May it inspire you to ever-growing caring and kindness toward yourself and all those you encounter on your gently mindful journey through life. Please join me in Gasho. Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu. So thank you today for attending today's service. I hope that you all have a wonderful week. Please take care, be safe, be kind and gentle to yourself and others, and be well and be happy. So Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu. And so now we will have breakout to classes. Thank you, everybody. It was so nice to see everybody's smiling faces.
And thank you very much, Laverne Sensei, for chairing service today and for your wonderful Dharma talk. Also, thank you to all the students for leading parts in the service, and Robert for accompanying on Doksan, and happy birthday. So thank you, everyone. Have a great day and week.
Bye.